Here are 3 huge things I learned from this last year playing in Brisbane. Now, what I've heard is that Brisbane's very different from Sydney, and that is absolutely true. Not in a bad way at all, just different. And location definitely changes demographic, no matter how short that distance might seem. To me, it didn't seem that big of a deal at first. I was told I was doing a great job, the audience seemed to enjoy my music, but I did feel a difference in the air and the space. I was concerned that I was dropping the ball. I tried to actually practice even more. Never a bad solution to practice more, ever. I got to meet up with a whole bunch of cool DJs, but this one in particular was able to point out something to me I never thought of before. He said, people's relationship to space is different. And that relationship to space affects everything else they do, including the way they react to music, react to nightlife, and react to the people around them. It's just a different relationship with space. It was a really huge moment for me to not only understanding the Brisbane demographic, but simply to understand how I grow as a DJ and understanding that for me at this place, at this point in my journey, understanding the demographic is key to having a great set. Something like that seems really simple and it feels like something I should have known, but just the idea that people's relationship to space in and of itself affects so much around them has really helped me move a lot better musically. Second big thing, supporting your local artists. Sometimes it's difficult to see your friends, especially if you are both active DJs. It's hard when you both have gigs that overlap each other or simply just don't cross paths. But I'm finding more than anything, as much as folks talk about networking and finding an opportunity, which I definitely work to do, more importantly, it was important for me to not only understand the scene demographically and the relationship to space, but also simply because it was good for my soul. It fed me. I learned a whole bunch of things just from watching other people. And having that live experience, that experience in person where someone is put to perform and you're just there to watch, is an important part of the DJ process. Considering that I am managing a fat little baby and a DJ career, it's easier said than done, but it's something that I've made myself do, not because I don't want to. It's easy to dictate that time is wasteful when really it's part of growing and learning and improving. So supporting local is just the way to go and also keeps that environment, nightlife scene healthy. You want a healthy nightlife scene, you got to feed it if you want to be fed. Lastly, the biggest takeaway from this year for me was taking risks. I think often we think about taking risks as playing at a gig you've never been to before, going to an event with genres you don't listen to before. Those are certainly risks. For me, it was definitely pushing the boundaries of my music. What that looks like to me is being okay with making mistakes in your set. Not just because people won't hear it. Sometimes people will hear you making mistakes, but it's definitely about making decisions and pushing those boundaries, but being able to recognize when you do and don't succeed. It's like when you don't know which 2 songs to pick, and picking the riskier option is fine. The one that maybe is a little bit out of line is fine, but you have to recognize when it doesn't work. Because otherwise it's never a risk, it's just you playing around. That risk part, that part where you fail, is so important to understanding how you can grow as an artist and as a DJ and as a person. I've had a lot of exciting moments, but also my most rewarding moments came absolutely from pushing the boundaries. And I think it did me well this year. I think taking those risks. And a bonus one, being nice to your staff. It should go without saying, but I've watched so many DJs this year act like they were just God's prophet to the world of music. And I've watched the consequences of that. No, I don't mean DJs with drama. I don't mean DJs that had beef. I'm talking about DJs that acted like assholes to the staff. I don't get that shit. Be nice to your staff. Your staff works hard and you have a symbiotic relationship with the staff to make sure that everything works well. Talk to your staff, be kind to your staff, help your staff. If you have an ability that help your staff in a way that doesn't affect you poorly, help the staff. There are different ways you can do that. Sometimes it's turning down the energy when people are breaking out in a fight. Sometimes it's, hey, you know what? You have that drink order for me? Why don't I wait till you're less busy? Sometimes it's, oh, that CDJ went down? Don't worry. I'll play with what you have until you can get it fixed. Little things like that. And they go a long way, not only to your DJ career, but building your own career. Do you have any fantastic ideas out there that would work for other people? What are some things you've learned this year? Is there anything in particular that you found that was pretty dope? Or is there any tips of mine that you thought might work for you? Let me know in the comment and share with anybody who might need to hear it. Thank you so much. Stay dope, stay creative.